Alright everybody, good evening. Dr. Incompetent here, getting ready to play a little Planet Zoo here in 2020. So let's play. I seem to have unlocked some new scenarios, and ooh, look. These ladies with balloons are checking out the ostriches I built. This man is Roderick Walsh is cleaning it with like a big blower. Not sure about that, but okay. And here is an ostrich, just kind of, you know, being an ostrich. Looking awesome. Hello. Okay, so she wants me to go to the peafowl habitat, or over here anyway. What is this? Oh, that's like topiary. Okay. What do you want me to do again, lady? Okay, so I've done all the bronze stuff, and now I'm in the gold. Adopt and place 3 new Indian peafowls. Okay. Well, I guess they can go into this topiary because it is gated off. So let's do that. So we'll go to animal trading. And we need to find some animal peafowls. Alright, do I have any in storage? None. There's none to buy. Okay. Let me see here then. I wonder why. Alright, let me just check her information again to see what's going on here. Okay, adopt and place 3 new Indian peafowls. So first of all, I'm going to pause the game. Now, I don't quite understand why spacebar doesn't do that, but whatever, we'll figure that out. Alright, so here's our little maze. I'm going to replay the dialogue.
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Expand whose social welfare? Interesting. Talking about. Set up the Bangor Top. Yep. Locate the highlighted area. Alright, social welfare. Yeah.
Expand their social welfare, and we can get a bit more detail.
Alright. Well, the tutorial has been great so far. I'm sure I'm just missing something very basic. Who's this guy? This is Tamra Paz, and she's inspecting the Indian peafowl. So maybe what I need to do is find an Indian peafowl. I clearly have some in here, right? Is there a way to look at, no. Indian peafowls, like, do I have them? Okay. This is an Indian peafowl. Oh, it's a peacock. Okay. Do I have to research them? Oh my goodness. Interesting. Do I? Oh boy, no, this is way beyond what I understand how to do. Alright, let's just look for a peacock. I don't see any. Here it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, so here's one. Just laying down, chilling. Excellent. Now I'm not feeling so moronical. Okay, there we go. So you have to, even though it says adopt and place 3 new Indian peafowls, you can't actually do that until you do this. So let's... Okay, we found one, and let's expand.
Now, they've clearly got plenty of space, and they're not stressed, but it looks like their social group isn't quite right. So let's find out more. Click
Ah,
on the social tab at the top of their information panel to see what's wrong.
okay. So from here,
Right, as you can see, the peafowls need their population to be larger. To solve this little problem, you'll need to adopt 3 more female peafowls. Off you pop to the animal market then.
okay, so now I can do that. Interesting. So I guess, you know, if you want more, or if you want them just to be in good shape, I'm going to unpause it so this thing moves. Not moving very much. It's just kind of chilling. All right, anyway. And so for like $200, I can get a peacock. That's not that bad. Sure. So we're going to adopt all of these, and they're waiting in the trade center, animal storage. Select all of them, and we're going to send them to the zoo, and we're going to click on here.
Good work on those peafowls. I expect they'll be delivered soon. But sadly, it sounds like our snow leopard is a bit grumpy. Let's head over there and see what's wrong with her.
Okay, look at this guy. His name's Phil. I just want to check out him for a second. Oh, look. Maybe the other ones have got here and he's all happy. They're eating at this feeder. Oh, and here's some people just coming by, checking it out. Just really enjoying watching a peacock. Okay. This zoo is very nice looking. Looks like a real zoo. Or maybe that one was already here. No, maybe I did have 2. It did say 2. Anyway, let's go check on that grumpy snow leopard, shall we? So let's zoom out and find the habitat of the snow leopard. Here it is. Alright, so he's down here
Just
somewhere.
like people, animals can suffer from stress if things aren't quite right.
Okay.
You know, like when you see someone put in the milk before the tea bag. In the case of these snow leopards, they're a bit stressed by their lack of privacy. You can lower their stress levels by swapping out the normal glass barrier by their cave for one-way glass. It's not a cheap option, but I think they're worth the expense, don't you? This will give
Okay.
the snow leopards somewhere to go when they want to get away from the prying eyes of the guests.
Interesting. So I'm going to set up one-way glass. Alright, so let's look at their habitat. And the animal is too hot. Well, that seems more... Maybe he's going for some shade right now, though. Sup, dude? You look sweet. You're hot. Okay. Anyway, let's take care of this. And then one-way glass. Alright, so... You are selecting an area for me to do that, which is this red zone here. Okay. And let's just select this. I'm going to close the objective screen, make this a little easier. And then I'm going to put this here.
Of course, when an animal
There.
isn't in its natural biome, it's probably going to be too hot or too cold. Unsurprisingly for the snow leopards,
Okay.
it's too hot. Even with the terrible British weather. You should help cool it down by adding some coolers to their habitat.
Okay.
But let's start by opening up the temperature heat map and having a look-see at the temperature in the leopard's habitat.
Okay, let's click on this. And let's
As you
look.
can see, we already have one cooler in there. Let's pop some more down and get as much of the habitat
I
as
see. There's
chilly
a
as we
cooler
can.
over here.
Luckily
Okay.
for us, this habitat already has power, but you'll need to make sure of that in the future.
Ugh.
Just so you know, if any part of a habitat is powered, then the whole habitat will be powered.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. All right, so let's place a cooler. Can I put it in your, like... Editing group 64. What in the god name are you talking about? Place coolers in the... Yeah. Okay. 1. I guess 2. And should I put more? Let's just see how they kick in.
You can find
3.
heat maps for all sorts of helpful things, so do be sure to explore them and make good use of them.
Okay, cool. Let me just...
It'll take a little while for the temperature to adjust once you've added coolers or heaters, but now we've got the coolers in, we can address the leopards' terrain welfare. You see, what the leopards really want in here is snow and rock, so let's make that happen.
Look at this dude. He's just chilling, sleeping. Okay. Snow and rock. Alright, well, I guess let's make it happen. How do I... Oh, okay. Terrain painting. Oh, that's right. Alright, so we need some snow. And... Cool. Wow, how fun is that? I can just, like, spray snow down. Let's spray it on this guy, see what he thinks about that. I'm getting crazy with it. With this paintbrush, I'm gonna make it all snowy for you, dude.
Well then, all of that should give you a pretty good understanding of how to make animals happy. So I'd like you to go and check on all the other animals in the zoo and fix up any issues with their habitats. That'll increase the average welfare of the animals across the whole zoo. And that average welfare is a very important statistic. Now, to quickly see how all your animals are doing in the zoo, you should go into zoo management and then into the animals section.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing a little Planet Zoo here until 11 is when I'll switch over to Dungeon Crawl. So in about 49 minutes, but feel free to stick around if you want to check out this game. I don't know if you have any experience with Planet Zoo or not. I'm trying to learn how to build a nice zoo for my animals. Alright.
As you can see, this list shows you the animals' overall welfare. So if something's amiss, then you can quickly pop over to them using the locate button. Right, I'm off for a cuppa while you make sure all the animals are well looked after.
Okay. Well, this turtle looks upset. Alright, so let's go to him. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go look at him. Here we go. He's over here. What is upsetting you, buddy? Wow, look how many people are here checking out these turtles. And I can see why. They look super cool. Just eating their food, moving around slowly. Are you going for a swim, dude? Just drinking a little bit. That's cool. So, let's check out their welfare. You got some welfare issues. It is enrichment. There's no food or toy enrichment. Okay. So then let me see, like what I can do for you.
Nom nom.
Enrichment items. Boy, I don't even know what... I need to filter it, like, specifically for Turtle Man. Like, what would Turtle Man want? Let's look at what he wants. Oh, yeah, I apologize about that. I kind of, like, shift around what games I play. Yeah, this is more, I was just wanting to check out the animals and everything like that, but, I gotta make this turtle some toys. Let's see. So, do you want a cardboard box? Oh no, it'll tell me who's it for. So, no, not property, species. This guy is a tortoise. Yeah, you. Okay, here we go. Here's the toy that he would want. Block of frozen fruit. That sounds sweet. Here you go. And then a dog ball. Are you gonna play with a ball, dude? That would be cool. Sure. And then, Oh, okay, his welfare is going up. He needs a toy. How about a sprinkler? Or no, how about a ice ball? There you go. Oh, it hit you. The ball hit you. Are you gonna play with that, Mr. Slow Turtle? And then hard shelter. So I don't know if I need to then terrain and then find something that's hard. Like rock, I guess? Is that what you want? Nah, that doesn't really do it for them. Oh no, shelter. Beds and shelters. Yeah, okay. A beddle, let's see. I need to filter it for tortoises. And they want, something cool. Like this, maybe. This looks pretty sweet. It's huge, though. I don't know if that's too big for you. Maybe something more like this. And then I can hold down the Z key to move it, right? And so maybe that helped a little bit. I'll give you a wooden one, too. You want this? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so it looks like his welfare is way better. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Oh my god. What are you talking about? These monkeys? Are these lemurs? Yeah, ring-tailed lemurs. Sweet. Look at these guys. Alright, well. I guess he's just licking the other one. Looks like they have a little piano over here, like a keyboard that they can play. That's pretty fun. Okay, so there's a problem with the cleanliness. It needs cleaning. So, how do I need a dude, I need a person to clean that, I guess. Let's see, she wants me to increase the average habitat species overall welfare to 90%. Okay, so his welfare is bad, but it's not as bad as some of the other ones. Let's find some people who are upset. These zebras look miserable. Let's check these dudes out. Let's see. Oh, wow, cool. He's just moving around over there. I see you running. Wow, these zebras look like they have a really nice habitat with this little peninsula where the people can look down. But what's wrong? What don't you like? You don't like the terrain. It's inappropriate for you. Wow, there's giraffes in here too. Sweet. It's plants. Okay, so then let's go ahead and give you some plants that are appropriate for this particular biome. What do you want? You want a plains? Yeah, environment. You want plants from Africa and the biome to be grassland. Okay, so let's give you the stuff that you would maybe want, like this. I don't know, some trees? Plants, huh? I'm gonna put a bunch of daisies down. No, they don't like that. How about this? Not really. Oh, okay, here we go. They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. And they don't like that. Oh, I can just make them happy just by removing the stuff that's not indigenous to their place. And then I can put in some more things that they're familiar with, like these big old... Yeah, I agree with you, dude. I mean, I really think that they clearly knew that the market for this game was people who like animals, and so they filmed them and modeled them really, really well. How's your crawl going? You got a character going deep, Rabbit Vermin? Let me get these guys some toys. I need giraffe. Now, I don't know if these are reticulated giraffes or what are you? You're a plains zebra. So let's filter this for plains zebra. Cool. All right, you want a ball?
Not bad. Not bad
Got
at
it.
all. I think it's fair to say that you've passed the first part of your training with flying colours.
I passed.
There's still lots more to learn, but we'll have to head to another one of Bernie's zoos for that. If you want to grab your passport, we'll head off, shall we?
A passport? Whoa, I gotta go to another place?
Sounds like you've got the whole zoo purring away nicely. Well, purring, grunting, screaming, booming. All the appropriate noises. I guess I was right to hire you, huh?
Yes, you were right.
Don't tell her I told you, but Nancy wasn't sure you'd even last the morning.
Aw, good luck, dude.
We're happy this is working out. And Nancy owes me a foxy coffee.
A foxy coffee? That sounds... I don't know what that
As
means.
strange as it seems, considering we just met, when I look at you, I feel like you're the child I never had. After the one I did have, obviously.
Oh.
But you see, zookeeping's not for my daughter. Don't get me wrong. Emma absolutely loves animals, but she set her sights somewhat higher. Wants to save the entire planet. I'll just settle for saving a couple of species. And maybe having a type of frog named after me.
Oh, Bernie. Yeah, that first rune is... feels good to get one rune down. Alright, so... I guess it's time to get my passport, as he said. So what, I just click on, like, I'm done? Hey, what's up? How's it going, man? Thanks for the follow. So let's see. Hey, all right, appreciate that. What should we do? You want a tour? Well, dude, you sure can have it. The only thing I will have to tell you is that I'm just doing, I just started playing this game yesterday, and so I'm new, and I'm playing through the career mode, and so you start out with this guy, this wealthy zoo man's zoo already built, and you're kind of just managing it, learning the ropes, but I'll just kind of take you through it. It's pretty amazing. There are so many ins and outs that I'm going to have to learn, and they do a good job of easing you into it. Here's the peacocks that I put in before. And so, you know, I know that you have to... You have to manage, like, everybody's happiness at the zoo. What are you guys waiting on? Oh, you're waiting on, like, the train or something. This is sweet. This little train station is awesome. And so... you get a nice glimpse of... these are the ring-tailed lemurs, I believe. Yep. And to be honest, you can just have so much fun in this game just clicking on the animals and letting them, you know, do their thing. These guys are all wet from the sprinkler. Pretty funny. Here comes the employee of the zoo to clean it up. So, this is the zoo overhead. And it's huge. But I wonder what the next zoo that they want me to go to looks like. So, I think I'm ready to go to the next map. And it looks like they will allow you to just kind of sit here and chill and play as much as you want. You have so much money, and there's really nothing that is going to go wrong here, so you can just kind of tinker like you would in sandbox mode. But I want to learn some more features, so I'm going to go to the main menu and pick up where the next career mode. And let's just see. Here we go. So now I've got 3 stars. And I can check out either the Maple Leaf Wild Park or the Madagascar Simian Conservation Project, which is where I'll go now. I'll just kind of go in order. Look at this sweet dude. So here, I'm again in one of Bernie Goodwin's zoos. And he wants to, this is a kind of like up-and-coming zoo that he wants to build up. And so it's my job to tinker with it as I can and learn the ropes. I can't wait to see some primates in action. All right, so, ooh, wow.
Welcome to Madagascar. It's quite the change of scenery from dreary old England.
Wow. It is.
Apart from the
Looks
weather,
sweet.
I suppose. They don't call these places rainforests for nothing.
Oh boy, Bernie.
The zoo you'll be working in is an ape sanctuary, where we're doing vitally important conservation work. Not just for apes, but for all kinds of species.
Cool.
But apes, well, apes are some of the closest relatives to humans there are. And yet, the way the world treats them is like, well, very much like some of us treat our actual relatives. Anyway, that's why I'm determined that our operation here does some good. If we can all leave some part of the world in a better state than we found it, we'll have lived lives worth living.
Oh.
And speaking of states, I have a horrible feeling I left the house in the right one. When I get back, I expect my life won't be worth living at all.
Oh boy.
What do you think of Madagascar then? Bit warm for my taste, to be honest. Anyway,
Wow.
this is Bernie's primate
People
sanctuary.
love this zoo.
It's not just primates, though. We've got all sorts of animals. So why don't we go and have a look at some of them, eh? We'll start
Let's
by
do it,
taking a look at
Nancy.
the red-ruffed lemurs. They're the ones that look like they should be in a Shakespeare play. Come on, let's head over to them.
Oh boy. All right, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so as before, the game kindly highlights the area that I need to go
Red-ruffed lemurs
to.
are found in the rainforests of Masoala. That's in northeast Madagascar. They can actually live anywhere from 15 up to 25 years.
Wow.
Fancy that, eh? Okay, when you're ready, let's go find our Bornean orangutans.
Okay. So we found these guys, and she must just want to show me around to all of the different primates that are here. Okay, so here's the orangutan. Man, this zoo is huge. I mean, look how many people get to just check out
The
these
Bolian
orangutans.
orangutan is such a marvellous creature. They're always a big favourite at any zoo they feature in, and they're also the biggest tree-dwelling animal on the planet.
This guy.
Assuming you don't count any lions that got stuck up one. Oh, why
boy.
don't you take a better look at them? Open up their information panel and go into the animal
Oh, there's a
camera.
baby.
Aren't they just incredible?
Yes.
When
Open
you're
the-
ready, let's go and have a look-see at some of our beautiful bonobos. They're quite the characters.
Oh boy, bonobos, huh? Well, that's always, they're quite feisty, these bonobos. Let's see what they're up to.
Yeah, it looks like we've arrived just in time. One of the habitat's barriers has collapsed.
Oh my god, look,
And
this
wouldn't you know it, one of the bonobos has made a run for it. We'll need to catch them. But before we
kind of
do,
zoo
we should
is
box up
this?
the other bonobos to stop them escaping too. Select the habitat boundary to bring up the habitat information panel.
Alright, so select the habitat boundary. Mm-hmm.
Good, now open the animals tab.
Open the animals tab.
And click on Box All Animals to box up the remaining bonobos.
Oh, okay. Box all animals. Whoa!
Now, we'll
They
need a vet
weren't
to
kidding.
recapture that
They
escaped
went in
bonobo.
boxes.
But it seems our last one left to do some research in the wild. Not an ideal situation. So, we'll need to hire a replacement, sharpish.
Okay.
Go into the zoo section and then into the staff management area.
Alright, so find
You can
vets
find all
here.
of your staff in here.
Oh,
But
good
there's
lord.
no time to go looking at their particulars at the moment.
Okay.
Hire a vet.
Okay, hire a vet. Alright.
Now, click on one of the paths to place the vet in your zoo.
Alright.
Great. Now let's deal with our escapee before they can cause too much havoc.
What
Use
is this
the
person
animal
doing?
alerts to jump to the escaped bonobo.
Alright. Dangerous animal has escaped. Oh my god, people are running in terror. Look at this. I didn't even know this was possible. Uh-oh. I mean, the lawsuits that are going to arise from this, people are going to be in trouble. Even this employee is terrified. Okay, so here we go.
And then click on the Call Vet button to call the vet over to capture it.
Okay, I'm calling... Alright, call vet. Call the vet.
Okay, that's the relief. So while the vet deals with our bonobo friend, let's go
Let's see
fix
what
up their
happens.
habitat
Oh my God,
so
that
they can't
family.
escape again.
Oh my
Head back
goodness.
over there.
What, we can just leave this? This is okay now? Oh, here, I'm gonna watch the vet tackle this thing. Let's come on, vet. Get over there. There it is, dude. Ooh, he's got a tranquilizer. They use like a blowgun. What is going on in this game? And then she shrunk it. There's magic afoot. This is amazing. All right, so let's go back to their habitat. Okay, so it's here. All right.
As you can see, the barrier's collapsed.
It has.
Someone's taken their eye off the ball, obviously.
Yeah,
Let's
I
get
guess.
this one replaced.
I
Select
mean,
the barrier and then we'll edit it. Delete the broken section of barrier and replace it with a brand spanking new one.
okay, so select the barrier and then we'll edit it. To delete the broken barrier, select it and press delete. Okay. No, I don't want to mess with the path. I'm trying to just kind of select this broken area here. Now, these are lampposts. No, not the path. Oh, no. No, not this rock. Interesting. Okay. Barrier status. Edit barrier. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. And then this one. And then delete. There we go. And then just build a new one.
Good.
All
Now
right.
that we've done that, we need to
There
make
we
sure to
go.
add climb-proof barriers to the top. That way the bonobos won't be able to climb out. Just make sure you've got the correct piece of barrier selected when you do that.
How does it...
Okay, so go into the
15-foot
options
wall
section and select
collapse.
which side the climb-proof barrier needs to go on. And don't get it wrong.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
more worried about bonobos climbing out than guests climbing in.
Okay, so I need a climb-proof barrier. Alright. And then this one. No, it's just a curved top. Is that what I want? Climb proof. For the right
Nicely
side.
done.
There we go.
And I think it's high time we unboxed those bonobos, wouldn't you say? The
Okay.
poor mites will get sad if we leave them in there for too long.
I guess
Select
they will.
the habitat barrier to bring up the habitat information panel again.
Okay, so I'm going to select the habitat barrier to bring up the information.
And then open the Animals tab.
Uh-huh.
And finally, click on Unbox
There they
All
go.
Animals to let them out. I expect some of them are fair bursting for the toilet.
Oh, boy.
So, it turns out that as well as the old vet leaving, the zoo's mechanics did too.
Oh my
We'll need
God.
to hire a couple of new ones so we can help stop any more breakouts.
Makes
You see,
sense.
mechanics do all sorts of helpful things around the zoo, but one of their most important jobs is taking care of the habitat barriers.
Interesting.
Without mechanics around to repair them, the barriers will crack.
Okay, everybody, I think I'm back to life here. Okay, so find research here. Research
Here,
in here.
you can see a list of all the animals present in your zoo.
Okay.
And also all the potential diseases that can occur.
Oh,
Now, drag and drop your vet onto the ring-tailed lemur to start their research.
okay, so I need to drag and drop my vet onto the ring-tailed lemur. So here's Angelina Broder, she's the vet. And then now she's going to go over here.
Actually, thinking about it, I'm not sure we've got any education boards or speakers by the lemur's habitat.
We don't?
Let's head over there and add some, so our
Okay.
guests can learn all about the furry little delights.
It seems like the right thing to do. We'll do that. Okay, let's go back over here and check.
First off, let's pop down 2 education boards. Place them on the habitat barriers at a height that guests can see, or, if you like, pop them down on a stand.
Okay. Education boards. Alright, interesting. Turn on a line to surface to make it easier. Oh, okay. A line to surface, yes please. Here we go. Now, I can put these in some cool places so that people can learn info about the animals. Alright, there's one. And then, let's see. Here we go.
Okay, now that they've been put into position, we have to tell them what animal to display information about.
That makes sense.
Select one of the education boards to bring up its information panel.
Okay.
And from the drop-down list, select ring-tailed lemur.
Okay.
Although I'm sure that last part was obvious.
Oh, yeah, it was.
When you
That's
link an
cool.
education board or a speaker to an animal, you need to make sure that said animal is close by. If it isn't, the
Wow.
guests will get confused and won't learn as much.
I see. Look at that. They're like, hey, this is the ring-tailed lemur. I can learn about it. That's fun. Alright. Okay, makes sense. Oh, I need to put more down? Okay, sure. And then let's go ahead. These are the ring-tailed
Okay,
lemurs.
now that we've done the education boards, let's pop down a
Oh.
pair of speakers. Speakers play audio to the guests so they can learn while they look at the animals, instead of having to go through the laborious process of reading. Oh, One thing to bear in mind is that it's important not to put the speakers too close together. If you do, the guests won't be able to understand what's being said.
I see. So do I want to put them with the screen, or is it just some separate thing? One? I mean, it seems like... Well, maybe not. Whatever. Here you go. Here's a speaker.
Now we simply need to link the speakers to the ring-tailed lemurs, just like you did with the education boards.
Okay. Ring-tailed lemurs. Give the information. Yeah, dude, what's up? Yeah, it really is. Like, at first, I was just like, oh, this is going to be a fun, game where I take care of animals. But I think that it gets really, really in-depth, where you have to start worrying about stuff like staff wages and the ergonomics of your park. So there's probably it's a management sim, so there's going to be so much to manage.
It's worth remembering that education boards and speakers both need power to work. They won't do much good without it.
Yeah, see, it's starting to get way more in
It
depth.
looks as though our vet has completed their research on ring-tailed lemurs.
Oh, okay.
We'll need to collect the results. We can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into the vet research area.
What did we get?
Go on, collect your research rewards.
Okay, what are my
Just so you
rewards?
know, vets will continue to research an animal
Okay.
even after successfully completing a research level. I suppose when you're in the zone, you're in the zone.
I see. So I don't really understand what I
now
got.
that we've enriched the lives of our guests, let's enrich the lives of our ring-tailed lemurs.
Okay.
Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of them and bring up their information panel.
Yeah, you know what? So far, I think that they ease you into that learning curve. Like, if you were to go just right into franchise mode or into Sandbox, I think your head might explode. But this is nice enough to just kind of show you the features one by one. And they really limit all of the options that you have so you don't get overwhelmed. At least, I don't get overwhelmed. I never played Planet Coaster, which was one of their previous games, and I think a lot of that carries over into this. And so if you were familiar with a management, game like that, it could be easier. But for me, I haven't played one in a long time, so I'm very, very happy that they have this tutorial. Satisfy the ring-tailed lemur climbable area requirement. Okay, so that's what I'm supposed to do, is build them some kind of fun climbing thing. And so let's go into the habitat, and I guess it's an enrichment item, and these are ring-tailed lemurs. So let's go down to the ring-tailed lemur filter so that we're only getting stuff for ring-tailed lemurs. Okay, and then climbable log. Okay, so here's some climbable fun stuff too. So, that's good in terms of letting them climb something. Now let me find a ring-tailed lemur, because if I recall correctly, you can easily see just, how many of the item that they want. I'm just going to build them a bunch of things. You're right, Rabbit. Nancy is a dream trainer. She really is quite patient. Climbable platform. That is sweet. Alright, let me see how I can kind of put this up here for them. I don't know if that's exactly fun or not. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to just build some kind of, bridge between them. But man, I don't know how to do that. I can rotate it, But as for... Oh, here we go. Angle snap. Position snap. Okay, so this will snap it like that. Oh, almost had it. Kind of how I wanted it. Like, I want them to have some kind of cool thing to jump on. But I don't know if I'm going to figure this out exactly right. I want it to go on top, right? Let's try a smaller one and see if I can easily build it up. Oh boy. Not so much. Oh boy. Climbable ramp. Oh my. Yeah, sure. Can you climb up that? That looks fun. Ish. Here you go. Climb up that. Sure, right? And then I'm going to give you a platform to maybe connect this to. Wow. Whoa, boy. Yeah, sure. That makes sense. I'm sure you'll be thrilled with this. I don't think this is doing it. I've built some, like, very, very bad things for lemurs to climb on. They are not going to be pleased. Let me see if I can get some more information out of...
Well, now that we've enriched the lives of our guests,
Yes.
let's enrich the lives of
Come
our
on, Nancy,
ring-tailed
save my
lemurs.
life here.
Some animals, like lemurs, will have a climbing need. That means they have a requirement for a certain amount of climbing space, and you can fulfill that requirement by building them a climbing frame. Let's find out how much more climbing space our lemur friends need, shall we? Select one of
Yes,
them and bring
okay.
up their information panel.
Here we go. Here's one.
Next, click on the Terrain tab.
Ah,
Now, as you can see, the lemurs need quite a lot more climbing space. But as
Okay.
it happens, I've already got a climbing frame blueprint built for you. So
Oh.
you can either pop that down or build one yourself from scratch.
oh, Jesus.
By the way,
Thank
it's
you.
not always just climbing needs that you have to worry about. Other animals might need a certain amount of water in their habitat so they can go for a swim. They certainly do keep us on our toes.
I think Nancy's climbing facility is a lot better than mine. It looks good. Mine looks like some children just threw logs, or some giant just knocked down a forest. Mine looks like a bad modern art exhibit. I apologize to lemurs everywhere, but maybe they can supplement this awesome jungle gym that Nancy built. You know, with my terrible stuff. So they need more stuff to climb, not just the thing that she recommends. I'm gonna... They really weren't snapping horizontally. I couldn't figure out, like, you know, I guess I did that, but I kind of... Oh yeah, here we go. Maybe. Now it's much better. Yeah, I'm used to, like, you know, Fallout and how you can build stuff in that, like Fallout 4, the base builder, but sure. But I still need to build more? Man, these guys are insane. All right, here, I'll build another one for you. Right there. And then... No, they need more. Maybe it's just a frame, and then I need to put a whole bunch more stuff on here. Wow. I really don't know. I'll put stuff everywhere until you guys are happy. I'm gonna put climbing stuff just all over the place. What else do you want? Interesting.
Oh, that's a great climbing
Okay,
frame for
I
them.
just had to
They're going
unpause
to
it.
absolutely love it.
I was like,
Do you know what would make them even happier, though? Nicer food.
Look
but
at
that's
this.
true of all of us, though, isn't it?
I've ruined the
You can
lemurs.
unlock better quality food for animals through research. Luckily, we've already unlocked some for the lemurs, so all that remains is to make sure they get served it from now on.
Okay.
Let's bring up the habitat information panel by selecting the lemur habitat.
Okay. The habitat information. All right.
Lovely. Now select the Animals tab.
All right.
There we go. As you can see, we can set the food quality in here.
Oh, God.
Just click on the drop-down menu and select Grade 2 Food Quality. Grade 2 Food Quality. My mouth's already watering.
Whoa, some lemur was playing the piano.
So,
I heard that.
a new climbing frame and better food. Oh, you've really spoilt those lemurs rotten.
I have.
Now, I think it's time we looked at one of the zoo's most important responsibilities. Releasing animals into the wild.
Oh,
You
cool.
see, when we feel an animal is ready, we can release them into the wild. But what makes an animal a good candidate for release?
Hey, what's up, man?
Well, their age is an important factor. I mean, we can't release an animal that's a juvenile, just as we can't release one that's gotten too old.
I guess not.
They'll also need to be fertile.
We're just taking care of
After
some
all,
lemurs
the
here,
idea is
just
to
learning.
repopulate the wild. So the best candidates will have a high fertility gene. And together, the age and fertility of a candidate will determine how many conservation credits will be rewarded when we release them.
Huh.
Now, conservation credits are
credits.
vitally important. They're the lifeblood of your zoo, because earning them allows you to adopt even more animals.
That's cool.
And what's more, the animals you can adopt will be of a higher quality.
Interesting.
So, with that
Oh,
in
that guy
mind,
just pooped.
let's pop over to our orangutan habitat.
Yeah, what's up? I got the game yesterday, so I'm kind of a little late to the party. And trying to figure out... Ooh, he's going to climb up the structure. Yes. Ooh, he made it through. Good for him. Trying to figure out all the ins and outs. And, whoa, did you see that guy jump across? Yes. Look at those dudes. It's very satisfying and fun to watch the animals move, but then I'm realizing that there is a lot going on under the hood of this game. Oh, they can? Cool. Wow. Yeah, look at them. They're just... Yep, they're doing everything. Man. I would have a hard time managing the zoo. I kind of want to just be a spectator at the zoo and just check out these animals. Wow, look at the rain come down on these dudes. Yeah, I was watching some other YouTube stuff just to kind of like see some early game tips or whatever, and I stopped watching it after a bit when I realized, oh my god, there's a lot of nuts and bolts to this game. But to be honest, rename every guest Carol Baskin. I could do that. Does it give you a present if I name Truman Angel? Carol Baskin? He was a man, and now he's a man named Carol. So that's fine. Yeah, I'm loving this game so far, and I really like deep strategy games. So it's going to be cool to get my head into it as I go. Uh-oh, this guy lost his parents. Dude, where's your mom and dad? They're looking for shelter. They left you behind, buddy. Yeah, I was looking at a lot of what stuff, like, you know, people have built on the workshop and everything. Look at this cave that they can go in. That's awesome. And I just, I really, really want to get my, you know, teeth into the finer points of the game. But yeah, I have a lot to learn because, as you can see with my lemur climbing habitat, I built them a really, really bad place to play in. And I apologize to lemurs. But I'm just learning the ropes, so hopefully they're not too harsh of critics about what's going on here. I mean, I know you have to, like, sell merchandise and food.
I'd like you to find Agang, the Bornean orangutan in the habitat, and select him, please.
Yeah.
You can either click through each orangutan in turn, or select the habitat barrier, go to the animals tab in the habitat information panel, and find him in the animals list.
The construction tab, and before you set an item, press X on the keyboard. What does the X do? Well, they won't let me build there because it's not the right place in the tutorial, but, oh, here we go. Construction tab, like this. Oh my god. Okay. I see what you're saying. And then let me just build something over here. Oh, wow. Here's how you get, like, the different axes for rotation and height and everything. Oh, wow. There we go. There it goes up and down. Okay. So I can hold that or hold this. Wow, thanks for that, man. That makes a lot of sense. That is extremely good. Oh, my goodness. Wow, this is how granular you can get with the stuff in this. That is great. Wow. Well, that would have helped me out building the lemur's habitat significantly if I would have known about this. Wow, that is really cool. Special effect for fog waterfalls. That is sweet. Yeah, we'll just put a big African bracelet right there for everyone to enjoy. Toggle from rotate to translate. Sweet. There's just going to be a flying bracelet there. If only I could build it. Wow. There really is a lot to this. It's not just marveling at animals. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I could see myself pouring, you know, dozens of hours into this game and not even getting as tight as I can get. See? Yeah, 5 hours. I mean, like, talk about getting your money's worth. 5 hours on just one habitat for one animal or a couple species. Wow, look at the rain bouncing off this wood. Looks awesome. Yeah, the game looks great. It seems like they've done a lot to, you know, consider. Look at these big boys. These hippos. This is going to be an amazing investment. I bet it's one of those things, too, where it's like the more you play, you know, the more you figure out and get out of the game, too. Yeah, just tremendous. This hippo looks pretty nice. I could be friends with this guy. Oh, he's coming in to clean up the poop. He's got like a vacuum cleaner. He just vacuums it up. That's hilarious. Awesome. Yeah, I thought about doing that, dude. I thought about just trying to sandbox mode, you know, immortal animals, infinite money, and just seeing everything that I can do. It's cool that they let you basically, in the tutorial, sort of poke around somewhat without stressing you out too much. Oh, I thought, I was under the impression that in the sandbox mode you could toggle the animals to be immortal, so that in like you could choose if they got sick or not. So you could make them live forever. I don't know if that's accurate or not, though. I was watching a video about that. I haven't done it myself. I know that, like, you know, in franchise mode... Yeah, you know, it was like, I was watching something and they were saying that it really helps you out because then you don't have to worry about animals dying and you can control the population better. But I don't know if that maybe takes the fun out of it or what. But I certainly don't like when my animals die, so maybe I would try that in sandbox mode so that, you know, and Yon Yam would never have to go. So, anyway, this game is awesome, and I appreciate everyone's help. And I'm going to continue to stream this and put this stuff up on YouTube as I figure it out. So if you guys would like to stop by and check me out another night as I'm playing Planet Zoo, please look out for me. I appreciate any help you can give me as I learn this. That business with the construction thing has changed the game dramatically for me, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to switch over now to playing a different game. I'm going to be playing Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, so if you are interested in seeing a free roguelike game, please stick around. Otherwise, thank you so much, and I will be back on tomorrow. Give me a second to change games, please. Thank you.